Wilfried Nancy has dropped a major statement about how he wants Celtic to play, and his words are getting people seriously excited. But there's controversy as Celtic lock out fan media from his first press conference. Plus, Callum McGregor gives his honest early take on the new boss, and Derek McInnes admits he's worried about facing Nancy's Celtic tomorrow. This is huge, but first make sure you like this video and subscribe to the channel for more Celtic content. Celtic's treatment of fan media took another concerning turn yesterday, and supporters deserve to understand how we got here. Celtic News has been part of the club's fan media rota since Ange Postecoglou arrived. This system gives 10 to 12 fan-led outlets periodic access to press conferences involving the manager and players sitting alongside the mainstream media. It's a space where supporter-driven platforms can ask questions that reflect the concerns of the fan base directly. That access was championed by former CEO Dom McKay, who actively engaged with fan media from the start. He personally invited outlets to meet both himself and the new manager at the time, setting a positive tone. His wider vision included revamping the club's communications as a whole, creating an open, transparent environment. But everything changed after McKay's abrupt departure. Since Michael Nicholson stepped into the role, there's been no direct dialogue between fan media outlets and anyone at executive level, not once. The structured rota remained, but access was reduced and became far less predictable. Last-minute invitations became the norm. This season had seemed like a reset. The club provided early clarity on which games each outlet would cover, which was welcomed, and fan media was scheduled for the pre-match press conference ahead of the Hearts game, which so happened to coincide with the appointment of Wilfried Nancy. But no information came. After chasing confirmation, an email arrived just 90 minutes before the expected arrival at Lennoxtown. It stated there would be no fan media access, and that the club is now reviewing its arrangements. No further explanation was offered. Now for the main story, as Wilfried Nancy has outlined his vision for Celtic, warning that his team will be disgusting to play against when they defend. Nancy has arrived with little time to ease into the role, stepping into a squad preparing for a top-of-the-table clash with Hearts, a Europa League meeting with Roma, and a cup final in quick succession. With key matches arriving quickly, his ideas will be tested immediately. Hearts will try to disrupt rhythm with direct play, Roma will challenge Celtic's shape in possession, and the cup final will pose its own tactical puzzle. This stretch of games may force Nancy to simplify at first, but his framework is clearly defined. Supporters will be encouraged not only by the philosophy, but by how directly Nancy articulated it. There was no ambiguity in how he wants Celtic to function. In a season that has drifted in and out of consistency, the clarity of his message may prove as important as the tactical changes he will eventually introduce. His press conference showed a manager unafraid to set expectations, and one fully prepared to build a Celtic side that plays with purpose, intensity, and conviction. There was also recognition that the process cannot be rushed. With only 2 days to prepare for his debut match, Nancy acknowledged that implementing new ideas must happen gradually, maintaining the structure left by Martin O'Neill while layering his own principles onto the squad will be his immediate challenge. But his early outline of Celtic's future style suggests a manager confident in his direction. He said, "It's not a secret regarding Celtic the way they play. So I think that if we work together, it's because they want to play in a certain way. So play offensive football, but what does it mean, offensive football? This is more about everybody wants to score goals and so on. But for me, this is about your proactivity. This is about trying to put doubt on the opposition, trying to attack the ball as soon as possible, and after that also be disgusting to play against when we defend, because you're going to have moments when you're going to suffer." Nancy's outline offers supporters an early glimpse of what his version of Celtic will be built upon. In other news, Callum McGregor has given an honest early assessment of Wilfried Nancy after the new manager's first training sessions at Lennoxtown. Speaking at Friday's media conference, the captain detailed an opening day built on clarity, calmness, and a clear attempt by Nancy to drip-feed his ideas without disrupting the momentum built under Martin O'Neill's interim spell. It was the type of introduction that hinted at continuity rather than upheaval as Celtic prepare for a crucial run of games. McGregor revealed that the squad met Nancy on Thursday afternoon before training with him for the first time on Friday morning. While the session was short, the early impression was positive. Nancy arrived with a clear plan, strong communication, and an understanding of the need to balance his philosophy with the reality of a packed December schedule. According to McGregor, the players responded immediately to the new voice and the new energy. As captain, McGregor naturally plays a key role in guiding players through the transition and helping the new manager settle. As Nancy prepares for his first match in charge against Hearts, the internal mood appears positive and steady. McGregor's assessment paints a picture of a manager who has made a strong start by listening, observing, and integrating rather than imposing immediate change. With key fixtures coming thick and fast, that steadiness may prove vital as Celtic look to continue their resurgence under new leadership. The players seem to have taken to Nancy's approach immediately. His focus on communication and clarity has resonated with the squad, and the early signs suggest this transition could be smoother than many anticipated. With Hearts arriving at Paradise tomorrow for a massive top-of-the-table clash, Nancy's first competitive match will provide the real test of how quickly his ideas can be implemented. In other news, Hearts manager Derek McInnes has admitted he's concerned by the unpredictability of facing Wilfried Nancy's Celtic tomorrow at Paradise. Nancy is expected to introduce elements of his preferred system, a flexible, fluid 3-4-2-1 shape, even if time on the training ground has been minimal. That uncertainty poses problems for McInnes, who will have to set up his team without a clear blueprint of what Celtic will look like on the day. He acknowledged as much, suggesting Hearts must focus primarily on their own performance rather than trying to second-guess Nancy's early adjustments. The combination of Celtic's renewed energy, a manager with a strong tactical identity, and a home crowd eager to welcome a new era represents a significant challenge for Hearts. McInnes's comments underline the respect he has for the task ahead and the awareness that Celtic's shift in leadership could make Sunday even more demanding than usual. He said, "We've done this before when you play against teams with a new manager. For Hearts, the trip to Celtic Park comes at a time when their own momentum has stalled. A blistering early season run has given way to a 5-game winless spell, including dropped points late against Kilmarnock midweek. Nancy is expected to introduce elements of his preferred system, even if time on the training ground has been minimal. That uncertainty poses problems for McInnes, who will have to set up his team without a clear blueprint of what Celtic will look like on the day." Lastly, two key Celtic backroom staff members are set to stay under Wilfried Nancy, providing crucial continuity during the managerial transition. Nancy, who officially took charge this week, stepped straight into work with the squad ahead of Sunday's meeting with Hearts. While the focus naturally fell on the Frenchman's interactions with the players, the involvement of John Strachan and Stephen Woods stood out. With the pair having served under multiple managers, their continued visibility at this early stage points to a degree of continuity that will help steady the transition. Strachan, who has been first-team coach since 2020, was seen leading elements of the technical warm-up while also engaging in tactical exchanges with Nancy between drills. His familiarity with the squad and understanding of Celtic's day-to-day rhythms appeared to be an asset, with Nancy frequently consulting him during positional exercises. Woods, who joined the coaching setup in 2021, has similarly established himself as a reliable presence. His work with individual players on technical detail has been widely valued, and his inclusion in Nancy's early sessions suggests the new manager recognizes the benefit of maintaining that relationship. So what do you think of Nancy's early comments about being disgusting to play against? Do you think locking out fan media is the right move by the board, or is this just more control tactics? And are you confident Nancy can hit the ground running against Hearts tomorrow? Let me know your honest thoughts in the comments below. Make sure you like this video and subscribe to the channel for more Celtic content. Thank you, take care, goodbye.